guys, what's going on? Motorjacking here again, back with a video after long last. Ugh. I'm gonna get into this lane because I don't want to go over all that shit. All the gravel. But finally guys, I have a new video after 2 months of being MIA. And it has my reasons. But also, I don't know if you can see, but I got my new shifter on, and yeah, my bike can now shift. I put up a picture of the old one and the new one. At first glance it doesn't actually look too bad, but if you look at, like, say like the edge of where your foot goes, you know, to shift, versus old versus new, and the old one's pretty much only pointing straight ahead. But like my bike wouldn't change gears proper, and it would it wouldn't change gears proper, or like it'd miss, you know, when you're downshifting, say from like even third to second, it would almost feel like it's gone into like a neutral. So thankfully, yeah, my shifter, the new shifter, sorted that. The new one looks brand new, and it's brand used, so I am delighted. I'm off now to the National Driver License Service, or whatever the fuck it's called, the NDLS, to change my old address. Because Ireland is great, you know. It's like, yeah, you can do it online, but you need a public service card. You get them when you are on like when you get like social welfare, you know, like unemployment payment and all that stuff. I've never been on unemployment, and never gotten any government help, so I've never had a public service card. And they're like, yeah, just apply online and you can get one. It's like, oh, we're not taking and then it goes on their website, it's like, yeah, we're not taking bookings anymore. So that's always great. Hello, sir. Oh, nice shifts again. Thank fuck for that. It's actually so smooth. It's quite weird actually. Ooh. Oh, that's great. I was about to filter along that. I'm glad I didn't. I'd probably crash. So long story short, I have to go up to them, and yeah, fucking annoying. Take time out of my busy day to do this, and then they want all these different forms and stuff from you, but yet when you do it online you don't need them. It's stupid. But anyway guys, how are we doing? Oh, I'm fucking staying here. If he wants to go, he can go. I see the big dip up there. Fuck that shit. Yeah, you can do that. I was kind of hoping he'd I wasn't hoping, but it would have been funny if he fucking bickied himself, because like, look at that. Yeah, I'm not doing that on my bike. You're alright. Let him be the guinea pig. But yeah, where have I been? Doing nothing. So as I said in my other video, that not a lot of you have seen, but if you have seen it, you know, but I started back college, and I started that pretty much the week after I put that video up. I started, fuck this mirror up, there we are, much better. Yeah, so I started college back again, part-time, so it's like Mondays and Thursdays, but then like there's everything else in between, because it's a master's and it's part-time. We're like, they give us like the bare minimum, we have to go off and do everything else ourselves, and it's like, that's great. So like the little time I kind of have, I no longer have, because it's spent looking at stuff that could be taught to us, I suppose. The last thing I wanted to do was go make another shitty video, kind of like what I'm doing now. Make a shitty video and sit down and edit it, where like I've been a good boy in doing college work, staying on top of it, because each semester is like 10 weeks long. So whereas you'd have like, you know, carry-on modules, they literally end and there's brand new ones. So it's a few months of work piled into 3 weeks or 10 weeks. So it's a bit intense. It's not too bad, but yeah, like the last thing I want to do is go and make a video. I'm sorry. But I have to be honest, it's the last thing I want to do is go out, force a video I should say, that makes it sound a little bit better. I don't want to go out and force a video, make it turn out shite like the rest of them. Whereas this one I kind of have an excuse for it to be shit because I have to go somewhere shit, so I may as well. But basically what's happened now is, if you guys follow me on Instagram you would know, but I actually built my own PC. I'm so happy with how it came out. I only recently got my new graphics card. For those little tech nerds, it's not a beast by any means, but it's a nice little PC. It's an i5 1060K or 10600K, 16 gig of 3200 megahertz RAM. Where are you stopping there? A terabyte hard drive, 128 gig SSD, literally just for Windows and the odd application to make it run better. An Ace Rock, I think it's a Pro, a fucking B50 Pro or B54 Pro motherboard. Be Quiet 650 watt 80 gold, and I got also in a Zellman K1 case, which I actually quite like. And I recently bought an RTX 3060 3060 Ti. I got me a gigabyte one of them. So it's a good PC. Like, I can pretty much run whatever I want, I can play whatever I want, I can do whatever I want on it. It was a mix of college and other little bits, but mainly for gaming. So I actually have to go in here, which is shit, but I'll continue this after. But yeah, I want to start streaming because it's a lot easier than going out making a video, making a shit video, come back in. Where to go? I can just go up here where I normally go. Bada bing, bada boom. Look at this. Beautiful. Boop. So yeah, I'm gonna go in and I'll talk to you guys after. Thankfully, that was absolutely painless. They still have it done by appointment only. So I literally just walked in, said I want to change my address please, and showed them my new address. She took a few bits and said okay. So class. My flaps are flapping. So I built a gaming PC, quite happy with it. It performs extremely well, and yeah, I want to get into streaming. There's something in my glove that's really sore. And like it's again, it's an annoying thing if I don't really have much free time. Do like a 2 or 3 hour live stream, something like that, just a few games, you know, that could be fun, something different. At least I'm still putting up videos for you guys, because what I'll do is I'll keep the VODs, as the professionals call it. Oh, that's me. I'll keep the actual video. Oh, that's not good to hit if you're on a bike like me. I'll keep the video up my channel so people can watch them. Yeah, like games wise, for those interested, I mainly play Warzone, but I have kind of stopped playing it because it's fucking shit at the moment. It's like impossible to play. Hackers, just absolute, yeah, it's not at a good state at the moment. So if you're into gaming, happy days. If you're not, you know, still come along. I'll talk about some stuff, maybe bike related stuff, obviously bike related stuff and all. So even if you're not into the gaming side of it, you can come for me because you're into me, because you subscribed, you silly goose. Oh, and I'm stuck behind slow traffic again. Fuck me. Oh my god. Oh, I'm never gonna get a break. It's the main reason why I stopped doing videos. I've nowhere fun to go, and point in case I get stuck behind people in traffic in shitty cars, just dawdling. But yeah, I'm gonna play a few different games. I might buy Far Cry 6, play that could be a bit of fun. But yeah, just something different. As I said, like, I'm kind of just a bit sick of videos. Thank you. That was nice of him, letting me pass, because, you know, he could have easily just went as well, so that was nice of him. Oh, and I need to get the suspension changed again on this bike. I got as I said in another video, I got like new outer sleeves, so I got the whole forks rebuilt. It just needed to be done, you know. Got all the forks rebuilt and everything. But I forgot to tell them to lower the forks on the rings here. So it's a little bit of a dog. For those who have an MT10, if you find it just a little bit of a dog to move in the corners, or you kind of find you might be fighting it just a little bit, on the forks there's 3 rings, and get a drop to the 3rd ring and oh, it feels amazing. Like, it will actually change the bike. I know from I done it in Modelo, my first track day I didn't get my forks lowered, and it was alright, but you know, you're really throwing it into the corners, and yeah, it's not fun. And then I got them lowered and I went back, and I think I shaved like 8 to 10 seconds off my time, like massive. And because suspension is obviously a huge thing on the track, mainly on the track. But yeah, for those who I'm full of tips today. For those who have MT10s, get your forks lowered or higher, depending on what way you look at it. Technically it's hired, but it's dropping the front end. The only thing I can say bad about it is that you definitely feel the bumps a lot more. Like, this bike is already quite stiff and it's not the nicest over bumps. When you lower the front, you feel them a lot more, and the handlebars are a bit more kind of like take a little like less input, which is a good thing. But slow moving traffic, it's a bit of a bitch. But I would still prefer the nicer turning. Like, it really changes the feel of the bike. It's crazy. I just want to try different stuff on the channel. As I said, it's not that I don't love bikes. I still love bikes. Like, the minute I turn this bike on, oh, I get wet in my pants. Like, I've had a horn this whole time. Is that a bit too rude? But I really have. Like, it's really awkward. I don't know if that's just a condition or if it's the bike. I'll say it's the bike. Like this shit is the stuff that pisses me off. Like, it makes me not want to, I'm not arse going on the bike because I'm stuck in traffic doing shitty videos for you. You know, and obviously everyone wants, you know, a few wheelies, a bit of bit of speed, a few pulls, but I can't even do that, and it's quite upsetting. Pull, yeah, stuck at that pull. Whew. Nearly broke the speed limit there. Jeez, my brakes are squeaky because I washed the bike like 2 weeks ago and I shoved it in the shed, and I literally haven't moved it since, so the brakes are like proper stuck on, so they're a little bit on the rusty side. I'm so happy this shifter works. It feels amazing. It actually feels like, oh, I'm barely doing anything. Like, I'm barely putting input. I don't know, was the other shifter bent slightly from the previous owner? When I bought this bike, or I should say, when I bought this bike, I actually bought it sight unseen. I bought it from, I said this in a video age ago when I first got the bike, but I never test rode it, didn't even see it in person. I got it delivered, and yeah, the condition was a little bit questionable. The outer forks had a lot of stone chips on them, so I think the fella who owned this probably tracked it quite a lot and ended up in the gravel quite a lot, I would say. And there's just marks here, there and everywhere on it that there really shouldn't be on. Like, the bike was a few months old with only a few K on it. Ugh. So the wear and tear, so to speak, wasn't really wear and tear, you know. It was definitely abused, and even the pegs, the bottom of the pegs were all scraped. So yeah, he was definitely on track with it. I don't know what, I can't say was he faster now, because he did put on Avon Sport Max tyres, so his tyre choice was quite questionable. And as we've seen with my first crash on this bike, or my main crash I should say, it was the tyres that let me down. I forgot they changed this whole road layout. For those who like do still watch my videos, you'll notice this whole road layout. It used to go this way, and the last time I was here it was all the road works, but now it's gone, and it's quite nice actually. Hope you understand why I haven't had videos in a while. No one even messaged to see if I was still alive, so that's a bit upsetting. But I do still have a Discord. I'm still active on the Discord. Obviously I didn't just fall off the face of the earth and say fuck yous all. I was just quiet on YouTube, but everything else I was kind of as normal. And if you'd like to join Discord, the link to it is in the description of the video. I also want to make sure that all these, there's like 2 bolts to take this off, but the middle bolt to like basically hold to the bike was very, very tight. So I think I will take it out, put new Loctite on, because I don't have blue Loctite, so I need to put more on. and just make sure everything is tight. But it feels lovely, as I keep saying. It feels amazing. When I'm going through like areas like this where the exhaust like bouncing off the walls and the cars, it's so nice. Why I've been gone for 2 months with no videos, no nothing. But for those who follow me on Instagram and everything, I've been pretty much, you know, business as usual there. It was just bike content and then getting my PC and everything set up, and yeah, it's always fun and games, you know. And then we just try to get out of this junction, and oh, look at this fucking beast. Thank you. But anyway guys, I'm going to end the video here. Let me know what you guys think of streaming, if you guys are interested in it, if you guys are going to watch. As I said, it'll be a mix of mainly gaming, but I'll obviously have some talky stuff in it for anyone that's interested in bike stuff. We can talk about whatever the fuck we want. It's going to be a good time, I think. I do want to get it all set up properly, so I can pretty much just jump in and make it like the best experience possible for me, like with my skill level anyway. But anyway guys, I'm going to end the video here. Hope all of you enjoyed. I think I'm going a bit too fast to even try to do a wheelie. Definitely, and I'm going into a wind downhill, so I'm sorry, there ain't no wheelies in this video. But anyway guys, I got this video. Holy shit, it is so fucking windy. As in all my videos, traffic and wind, great. But like, comment and subscribe, and I'll talk to all of you in the next video.